Schönen guten Abend.
Good evening, everybody. There we go.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, it does. They weren't expecting it.
Guten Abend zusammen. Wir fangen jetzt an. Wenn ihr bitte Platz nehmen möchtet, please.
Please wear your masks and
Yeah.
keep your safe distance. We're trying to have a treat here. We're super lucky. But we're going to be following pretty strict COVID rules.
Ich hoffe, ihr wisst alle, wo ihr sitzt. Ihr habt eine Nummer.
Sit within your bubbles. We're getting bubbly, close.
Yep, it's getting there.
I can feel it. Human heat. It's great. Ah, there's some young people in the room as well, and some women. I love it. Hello, Frankfurt. Guys, come on in.
Da
Come and
hinten
find your
stehen
seat.
ein paar noch. It's nice. In Germany, when you tell people to sit, they sit.
I know, it's amazing. It does pay off, this whole like very strict thing. The Brazilian in me would be yelling right about now. And they would not care and continue to drink, which is why we're the state we're in. It's a bit concerning.
So, die letzten noch.
Sebastian, take a seat.
Genau, wir fangen jetzt an, euch namentlich anzusprechen. Hinsetzen.
This is so nice. I don't think I've seen this many people in like months. Like at all. Like these many humans. Like
Don't come
socially
too close.
distanced. I might fall off the stage. We'll see for today. But all right. Are we gonna
So, I think we're ready to start. So let's get off the stage.
perfect. Safely.
Und das ist Jens. Herzlich willkommen.
Welcome, everyone.
Benvenuto.
Bienvenue.
Benvinda.
Nochmals herzlich willkommen hier.
Du warst jetzt mit Griechisch dran.
Ja, aber du weißt doch, mein Griechisch ist nicht so gut, seit ich es abgewählt hatte, damals in der 11. Klasse. Ja, herzlich willkommen hier beim 5. FinTechGermany Award. Wir sind jetzt etwas spontaner. Wir wollten eigentlich ganz anders beginnen, aber unsere wunderbaren Moderatoren heute Abend, zum ersten Mal haben wir nämlich 2 Moderatoren, wie jeder gesehen hat, haben uns da schon einen großen Teil der Arbeit abgenommen. Michael.
Das ist wahr. Dennoch wollen wir euch alle. I'm the one who speaks English tonight. That was the idea. But I'm so rarely in German that I always keep speaking German then. So welcome everyone here in Frankfurt to the 5th edition of the FinTechGermany Award. We're very happy that we are all here actually, because we were quite shivering obviously in the last few months whether the first date would work in May and now whether the second one works. I think we have done the perfect timing and we're lucky on this. For those of you who join us virtually, this was a phone, this was not part of the show. We are around 120, 130 people in the room. There are more outside coming in slowly. And I think we probably have a similar number out there in the world, as far as I know. Maybe we get a better number in between. We are here in the Tatkraft New Hardware Studios. And we can responsibly socially distance network here on more than 900 square meters. So thank you, Tatkraft, for having us. And this is an event where we have quite a number of few things, first-time events. We obviously live stream this first. If somebody had told me a year ago you're going to live stream a FinTechGermany Award, I said no way. Now we've done it. For the first time we have second and third places for 5 of the categories. And what other innovations did we do? Let me check. Oh, we have 3 Sonderpreise, 3 special awards for AI, for blockchain, and of course for InsurTech. And for the first time we had a tandem heading the jury. But we'll hear about this a bit later.
Ja, und wir haben noch vor allen Dingen, was wir alle hier, glaube ich, im Raum vor einem Jahr noch nicht für möglich gehalten hätten. Wir haben ein Hygienekonzept, das Sie hoffentlich oder das ihr heute Abend auch bitte einhalten mögt. Dann haben wir die Jury so groß wie noch nie. Wir hatten 19 Spezialisten, die über 200 Startups, Fintechs gescreent haben und hieraus dann in einer gewaltigen Arbeit mit Videokonferenzen, mit einer öffentlichen Jury-Sitzung, mit Abstimmungscalls und hier uns die Gewinner des Abends herausgefiltert haben. Und wenn ich den Franz Kongbui, deinen Co-Hack aus der Jury, manchmal in den Fluren der Börsenzeitung gesehen habe, da hat er doch das eine oder andere Mal gesagt, Mensch, so viel war es noch nie, und er sah auch immer sehr gestresst aus. Und ich würde doch einfach mal sagen, liebe Jury, steht mal alle auf, die ihr da seid, weil ohne euch hätten wir keinen so schönen Abend heute mit den Preisträgern.
Yeah,
das hat man selten, dass ein Applaus so verdient ist. Ja.
Yeah, many thanks to the jury. It was a great fun and joy, and also a learning experience to work with all you. So thank you so much for that. And we also have, as you mentioned before, this time for the first time, 2 moderators who will lead and guide you through the evening. Last time we already had stunning Nectarios, who is here again, where we're very happy about. And my German sidekick will introduce him a bit later in more detail. We have, for the first time, Bianca Lopez with us. Welcome. I think you can slowly make your way to your stage. Bianca is a global citizen, lives basically on a plane until half a year ago, is a serial entrepreneur, and her latest endeavor is TAIL, a globally operating agency for strategic communication with a focus on fintech. And she's one of the global influencers when it comes to the topic of identity, which obviously connects her very closely to the whole fintech scene. So welcome, great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you. Thank you, Frankfurt. You're very kind and warm. It's lovely to be here.
Ja, sorry.
No?
Der zweite Moderator ist auch ein Global Citizen. Man sieht es uns beiden nicht an, aber wir kommen aus dem gleichen Kuhnest sozusagen. Man hört es gleich, wo das ist. Nectarios kommt also wie ich aus Stuttgart. Wir sind fast der gleiche Jahrgang. Wir sind nicht zusammen in die Schule gegangen, aber es wäre möglich gewesen. Er hat dann schneller als ich, sagt man, die Flucht aus Stuttgart oder der Weg aus dem Staub gemacht. Aus dem Staub gemacht. Ich bin noch ein bisschen geblieben, aber Nectarios ging in die weite Welt. Er kam nach Frankfurt, wurde da Mitglied des Inno-Tribes. Der ein oder andere mag sich noch daran erinnern. Dann war ihm Frankfurt nicht mehr groß genug. Er ging dann weiter nach London. Er ist Gründer oder war Gründer und CEO von dem FinTech-Arm von Startup Bootcamp und hat sich in dieser Zeit wirklich einen Ruf als Finanzguru erworben. Und jetzt steht seine Future Form am Start. Ich bin sicher, Nectarius, da wirst du nachher noch was zu uns sagen. Und wer letztes Jahr schon da war beim 4. FinTechGermany Award, wird sich jetzt mit mir riesig freuen, dass wir dich dieses Jahr wieder verpflichten können, weil nochmal vielen Dank für letztes Jahr und ich bin sicher, du machst es dieses Jahr mindestens genauso gut und wir sind wirklich mehr als happy, dass du dieses Jahr wieder bei uns bist und jetzt hat er nochmal einen Applaus verdient.
Ah, danke.
Bianca and Nectarius, the floor
is yours.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Now I got it.
May I ask, ich bin der Deutschsprechende und ich vergesse es immer.
So not fair.
Wer hier war letztes Jahr schon mal hier? Ein paar. Hm? Gut, lief ganz gut, ne?
You've grown a ton. That's amazing.
And suddenly, they come to me and said, "You're not good enough. We need another one."
It's not quite what they said. They just said you needed some support,
Yes.
some company on stage. It gets lonely, you know. After the pandemic, we all need company. So
The funny
here I
thing is
am.
that Bianca and I, we met many years ago, and we haven't seen each other for 3 years. So when we saw each other, it was more, "Oh, what have you been doing since the last time?" And then we thought, why don't we have that conversation here, so we don't have to repeat it? What are you doing here? Where are you coming from?
Fair. So, as you know, I'm Brazilian, and I was in Brazil about a month and a half ago. Don't worry, no COVID, 7 COVID tests. We good. We did quarantine before we got here. And I was working with the central bank on open banking. So building some interoperable standards for identity. So actually something I had the pleasure of this morning talking to Robertus at Food for Thought breakfast about how identity changes banking. So that's what I've been up to, other than trying to stay, you know, sane.
And safe.
Well, yeah, safe for the most part.
But what does your business do seriously now? Because I don't know much about your business.
So Tail, which is probably behind me somewhere, right there, 18 months ago, I come from a mathematical background, so I have a master's in math and a PhD in data, so I'm a big nerd, is the summary of that. And when selling fintech and technology solutions, which I think is a huge problem in the industry in general, I had trouble explaining what I did without a bunch of jargon. And a lot of startups will struggle here today by listening to the 1-minute pitch trying to tell you as many buzzwords between AI, blockchain, future, and really cool stuff and cryptography. In 30, 60 seconds, we'll give them. My company was built to change that, to try to democratize access and build entertaining information for financial services. You all consume everyday Netflix. Some of you have binged on some series lately. And why is financial services and technology so damn boring? Why do we make it? Nobody reads 170-page reports anymore, so we build digital content and work with some of the largest firms in the world. And it's been 18 months. It's been a ride.
Nice.
Tell me about FutureFar. Last I saw you was started boot camp, leaving, growing, taking over the world globally.
World domination.
Yeah?
I burnt out at the end of 2018.
Okay.
I was completely exhausted emotionally, physically, any layer you can imagine. Partly because I was frustrated with how the industry, my dear banking friends, is refusing to do the right things by claiming they don't really know how to. But partly also because it was just 10 years of hard work. And then the day after my last day, my dad passed away. And suddenly I found myself with this big, what the F am I going to do with my life? So I took a break. And one of the things I was curious about was how can I help with something that I've experienced throughout my startup bootcamp life and the inner tribe life before, which was entrepreneurs, business builders, founders struggling with their emotional health, mental health, and having no platform, no vocabulary, no awareness that this is something to address. So with a couple of other people who had a similar journey, we founded the Future Farm, which is a platform that is looking to help entrepreneurs with their mental health, with their overall happiness, with their emotional resilience. And at the moment, it's all about awareness raising, just destigmatizing it. Being an entrepreneur, being a cool entrepreneur does not mean that you work 18 hours a day, that you try to stay awake by ingesting all sorts of substances, that you neglect your family, your personal life. It can be different. So the podcast is called Naked because we talk
everybody on their phones.
because we talk to entrepreneurs
see.
who've been there to get them to tell their stories, very naked, very vulnerable, very open, very raw. And hopefully people get inspired and then start looking for help. That's what the Future Farm does.
That's amazing. I think that there is an understatement into, I'll try the German crowd, why not? Who here has suffered from some sort of mental health or has anybody in their family that might have done that? All right, there's some hands in the room. Okay, this is progress.
It's a start.
I think we all have to suffer from health to value it at some point and reevaluate what that all means. I think the pandemic, if nothing else, has taught us to pause, to ponder, but to be amazed at the opportunity. And I think that in a crazy time, I feel super blessed after coming from Brazil to be in a room and see an economy honestly thriving when, I'm sorry to be Debbie Downer, but the rest of the world is in a bit of a not so great position at the moment. So let's just be fortunate and excited because today we have a room filled with entrepreneurs. So should we tell them a little bit about how?
I think we need to invite them first.
Okay.
So first we need to invite Michael and Franz on stage. So let's just
come over and we will get out so we have distance. There we go. Wait, turn it off.
Sorry.
I think you have to do the moderation. Mine doesn't work.
Okay, but I don't know what you're talking about. We'll get there.
Can you switch on my mic, please? Great, thank you. So now we're getting slowly into the area of why we're all here for tonight. So Franz and I had the pleasure to co-head the jury, consisting of 19 members for the first time. For a long time we've been dealing with this, and I wanted to thank you for this very good cooperation during that time. And before Franz will do the serious part and explain a bit how the jury worked and so on, I would like to give you some facts and figures and numbers of the 2020 edition of FinTechGermany Award. So we had in our application system more than 250 applications, which needed to be a bit cleaned because there were some dummies and doubles and some startups or firms which were clearly not in scope for fintech. So the in-scope startups, as we call them, were exactly 223 in the system, which were applications and also startups that were nominated by the jury. By the jury members who had a right to nominate a number, a handful, not too many, and I think these were 72 out of the 223. The applications, the 223, came from 31 countries. So we're not talking Germany only here, but this one foreign award that we have here tonight apparently raised interest. And obviously the German market is a big and well-known market, so there's an interest in there from all over the world. 116 of the applications were from Germany. The second biggest, and that's quite interesting, is the United Kingdom with 21. So roughly 10% of all applications were from the United Kingdom. And the others were spread around somewhere, a handful or up to 10 startups. The most distant one actually came, two of them from Australia. Two from Hong Kong and one from Singapore. And obviously a lot from EU countries. Within Germany, and I think these figures might also be interesting, that's why I was a bit late because I had to also look into those figures. We had 38 applications from our capital, from Berlin, 30 from the Frankfurt region, 8 from Hamburg, and 12 from Munich. And the rest was 22 other cities of Germany. So it's truly applications came from all over the place. And I think next time I'll do the card thing. We had in between, you will mention that 10 firms who pitched at the open jury session, which we had in March in Frankfurt. And we invited 10 firms, and all 10 firms came, actually. So we thought, okay, maybe we invite 10, and then we wanted 10, only 8 will come, and we have to invite some or no. So all 10 came, so we're very happy about that. And 4 of those who pitched are actually winners tonight. So it counts to apply early to FinTechGermany Award, because you might get access to jury members and leave another footprint and an impression maybe. So these figures I wanted to share with you, and now I hand over to Franz, who will tell us how the
jury worked. Ja, vielen Dank. Ich werde jetzt wieder ins Deutsche wechseln. Michael, es war auch für mich toll, mit dir zusammenzuarbeiten. Insgesamt mit der Jury. Eine sehr, sehr konstruktive Arbeit. Und ich wollte ein bisschen darüber sprechen, wie wir eigentlich vorgegangen sind. Es gab diese Bewerbungsphase, die ging bis Ende März, von Anfang Dezember. Und wir wollten einen formalisierten Prozess haben, um eine gewisse Transparenz und eine Vergleichbarkeit zu schaffen. Deswegen haben wir die Plattform F6S genutzt, auf der sich die meisten Startups, eigentlich 90%, glaube ich, haben sich da beworben, sodass wir dann auch wirklich Gegenüberstellungen vornehmen konnten, weil es natürlich eine große Bandbreite gab an Startups, die ganz viele verschiedene Sachen gemacht haben, aber wir brauchten natürlich Dinge zum Orientieren. Und wie Michael schon erwähnt hat, gab es im März die offene Jury-Sitzung auf dem Finanzplatztag der Börsenzeitung, wo sich 10 Startups vorgestellt haben und den Fragen von, ich glaube, es waren ungefähr 10 Jurymitgliedern gestellt haben und auch dem Publikum. Und das war auf jeden Fall hochinteressant, das direkt dann präsentiert zu bekommen. Und dann endete ja auch Ende März schon die Bewerbungsphase und die Juryarbeit als solche begann. Und wir hatten uns da überlegt, so eine Art, sagen wir mal, ein Scoring-Verfahren zu machen, wo jeder Juror 7 Punkte maximal vergeben konnte pro Startup. Und in dem Prozess kristallisierte sich dann eine Shortlist heraus von 43 Startups, die eine gewisse Schwelle überschritten hatten, die einfach herausragten. Und das war dann die Shortlist, die auch veröffentlicht wurde. Und dann kam Corona. Und wir mussten so den Juryprozess ein bisschen virtualisieren, digitalisieren, was aber gut funktioniert hat über Zoom und was auch den intensiven und teils kontroversen Diskussionen keinen Abbruch getan hat. Und in dem Prozess, in Abstimmungen und so weiter, haben wir dann die 8 Sieger herausgefunden, die heute Abend den FinTechGermany Award 2020 gewinnen werden. Und damit gebe ich das Wort zurück an unsere Moderatoren Bianca und Nektarios.
The floor is yours again.
All right, so now you heard how they got here, how the people that are going to be announced as winners got here, what was the process, how fair it was, and some other stuff that I definitely did not understand, but I'm sure you did. How is this evening going to work for everybody, Nektarios?
We've got 5 main categories, which are...
So seed, I'm probably going to get this wrong, seed, early, later, growth, foreign?
Yes.
Aha. These are the 5 categories for this evening, and foreign is the one I'm most excited about, obviously.
And then there's 3 subcategories, 3 special awards for AI, blockchain, and insurtech. And the process is very straightforward. For the 5 main categories, we will take it in turns to announce the 3rd place, 2nd place, and the winner.
And please do some music if they haven't figured it out, or do some like clapping or get active while it happens. So
you know, like Germans get really excited.
Yeah, I really want to see this. I've gotten Russians to dance in a visa conference. It has to beat that, just saying. Safely, away from each other.
you also notice we keep interrupting each other, things go wrong. This is the COVID days where everybody's a little bit more generous if everything isn't 100% perfect. So we'll try to satisfy that desire for not perfect. When we give the winners an award, there will also be a person, which in German is called a Laudator, and apparently in English it's called a Laudator, which nobody who speaks English has ever heard. But you get the idea.
I don't know what that word is.
So they will come on stage and say a few
Valedictorian?
words.
No?
Valedictorian,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, but it's a mouthful.
Somebody who says a few nice things about the winners.
Yeah. And then that person, there's some beautiful awards that they're going to be picking up. So we will be leaving stage. Startup winners, you get your award. We don't touch your award. Don't share your award. Keep it to yourself.
So in a COVID-safe environment, we don't touch you, you don't touch us, and we don't touch the awards either.
I really wanted the cue now. Can't touch this. No? Nobody? Okay, come on.
So I will move to the other stage now.
You go right over there.
And
The blue's yours. Boy, girl gets...
The ceremony will commence.
Didn't really vacuum my stage. I won't take that as an offense. You already won soccer, you know? It still hurts. I'm Brazilian. Still really hurts. Like, it really hurts, like deep inside. All right. So, I'm not supposed to talk about seed, but I will say this before I go announce this stage of the company. If anybody here thinks that the business model isn't that great or has a lot of criticism, first look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, when was the last time you started a business? When did you leave your corporate job to do that? So I'm actually always proud to see the people that still have the spark on their eyes and are excited about their business. So let me start by telling you who the third place winner is. So, dun, 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 no. Ah, there we go. So the third place winner is, where's my thing? Okay, this is the plaque, sorry guys. CryptoTax. You can go to the dark forest, but you can't, you have to tax it still.
Stay.
Super. All right, now it says jingle here, guys. Jingle says music. I'm waiting for this song. The second place, and I probably shouldn't touch it. Sorry, I clean my hands. The second place is, thank you, Verity. I have to get off stage. In a safe situation. There we go.
Okay, fast schon.
Thank you so much. So now, the one that anybody cares about the most and is going to be the proudest around here, FinTechGermany is our first place winner. So welcome on stage. And now you guys are going to have 60 seconds, a minute, guys, and I'm going to be German counting this, to tell everybody what your business is about. Go. Nope.
Can you hear me? Yeah, great. So FinTechGermany is a custodian for digital assets, and this year we had 3 milestones. One is the seed round. We get awarded for the seed round, and we would like to say thank you for our investors and the trust in us, for example, the High-Tech Gründer Forum. The second thing what we achieved this year is the crypto custody license. We are heading from a tech startup to a financial institute, and this is really a huge step for us, and it's very exciting. The third thing is that we could onboard a bank, a German real bank, for our solution. So this is very nice, and we are very proud of that. And if anyone is interested in the custody solution, cloud-based, B2B, and white label, please reach out to me. My name is Julian from Tangany, and I'd like to give some seconds to our most important person at Tangany, Pia.
Thank you so much. To make it short, thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be here, an honor to be here. I would like to thank the whole Tangany team, everybody who believed in us, supported us, and yeah, well, thank you so much. Have a great night, and enjoy yourself and stay safe.
What do we?
Mitnehmen. Nee, ihr nehmt einen Award mit.
Now you can take your certificate as well. I can't.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And you pose for a photo.
Should we leave them?
And you'll just be posing for a quick photo. Yeah, that would be great. Here, you can give it to me.
Yeah. 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 Come on stage. No, Bianca. Yeah.
Just start. I'll get you your microphone.
No, the Lodete.
Alex. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to get Alex a mic.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, Alex.
No
the floor is
problem.
yours. I was trying to get your mic.
Can you hear me? Is it on? Can you hear me? Hello? No? Yeah, now it's
There.
on. So, to talk about Tangany, I would like to take you a little bit back in the computer history. So in the 60s, there were mainframes. And mainframes brought the company IBM, and it's still state-of-the-art with the banks here. In the late 80s, early 90s, there was client-server, brought up Oracle. And then the internet came. Internet brought, Facebook, Amazon, and, all the companies. Big success. What did the internet do? It transferred information. And then, 10 years ago, blockchain technology came along. And blockchain technology is just another database structure, another IT architecture. And what did blockchain bring so far? The biggest one, 200 billion market cap, not a company, no one owns it. I will show you. It brought Bitcoin. And what Bitcoin will do is this. It will disrupt the currency system. So what is Tangany doing? It's not doing anything with Bitcoin, but it's bringing all other assets to the blockchain. It has the potential, and that's the infrastructure, to tokenize all the assets. And what it is, it's the shovel of the gold rush. So like the other big companies, what Tangany's potential could be to be the next IBM, Oracle, or Facebook. And the space is very early. And translating it into the internet time, we're like 93, maybe 95. So if this is 95, Google is not founded yet. And Amazon is a very small startup. So this is the potential that we as High-Tech Gründerfonds see in the blockchain technology. It will be very big, it's very early, and we're very happy to have funded Tangany. Young startup out of Munich, Hochschule München, 3 founders. Congratulations to the first prize. Thank you very much.
So, ein paar Kleinigkeiten. Zum einen, ich werde mein Hemd nicht aufknöpfen. Will kein Mensch sehen. Nummer 2, Hashtag FTGA 2020, Foxtrot Tango Golf Alpha 2020. Bitte tweeten, liken, retweeten. Award Ceremonies, diese ganzen Veranstaltungen, die leben von diesem Social Media Buzz, den wir so ein bisschen generieren möchten. Wie ihr seht, ich habe euch versprochen, dass alles nicht perfekt ablaufen wird. Wir versuchen so mit jeder Runde das Ganze ein bisschen zu optimieren. Also für die nächste Runde, wenn wir den Winner ankündigen, dann auch bitte das Team und den Laudator zusammen auf der Bühne. Ich verschwinde dann. Okay? Soweit, so gut. Die nächste Kategorie ist Early. Die Grenze zwischen Seed und Early ist sehr verschwommen, aber es geht darum, dass es handelt sich um Firmen, die so ein bisschen Erfolg schon haben, ein bisschen Geld auch schon geraced haben und die wirklich für uns so die vielversprechenden Firmen sind, wo wir hoffentlich in 2, 3 Jahren die dann in der Growth- oder Foreign-Kategorie in einem anderen Land haben werden. So, ich muss jetzt die Brille abnehmen, weil alt und so. Platz 3. Arabesque S-Ray. Kann ich bitte Andreas, den CEO, auf die Bühne? Jetzt hier. Kurzes Foto. Dankeschön. So langsam kommen wir rein, ne? In den Rhythmus. In der Kategorie Early Platz 2. Trade Republic, Sarah Fee, Chief Marketing Officer. Cool. Für den Sieger können wir auch mal wieder ein bisschen Drumroll machen. Tada. The winner in der Early-Kategorie, Mios, Nikolaus und Benjamin. Vorsicht. Genau. Ihr habt ein Mikrofon, das ich nicht anfassen möchte. Ihr habt jetzt eure 60 Sekunden, wo ihr ein bisschen was über die Firma erzählen könnt.
Alright. Auf Deutsch?
Auf Deutsch.
Gut, dann auf Deutsch. Ich wollte eigentlich ein Gedicht vorlesen. Das hat... Yeah, English? Okay, no worries. I planned to read a poem to you guys, but my co-founder vetoed that last minute, probably for good reason. It would have been my penalty for coming too late to the team meeting 3 times. So at our team at home, you have to be patient for that poem. It will come one day. Miles, we are bringing asset-backed lending to e-commerce. That means we help small e-commerce merchants grow faster, grow it all, and get financed at a very early stage in their life, in their company life, where nobody else would touch them. Because what we do differently is we say we score prime products and not subprime sellers, as they're seen from everybody else. And that already sums up our concept pretty nicely. So I wanted to use the rest of our 60 seconds to say a big thank you to, of course, our customers who book time and again and grow and grow and grow, and our team for all their hard work every day and not easy as well. Our investors for their support, without whom he wouldn't have gotten the concept off the ground at all. And of course, last not least, the jury for their voting. Thanks a lot.
Stay there. So. Ihr bleibt jetzt da und wir holen den Christopher Schmitz von den Ernst & Young auf die Bühne für die Laudatio. Und dann gibt es noch ein Foto mit euch dreien.
Great, thank you. So I think when I first looked at Miles, I was kind of surprised because this is something, it's really a new idea, kind of taking a stock that you would actually sell as a collateral for using the financing, right? So merchant financing is one of the biggest problems probably on the platforms. We see that many of the platforms like Amazon, like some of the others, actually have turned into creating and providing financing to their merchants. But most of the times it's based on a platform, and it's part of the platform model. But what these guys have achieved is being kind of platform neutral. They use information from the platforms to assess the value of the products, and by that they can basically make that independent from the risk of the merchant itself. So basically you don't rate the merchant probably in the first place. For sure you have your views on data and the risk, but you use the products to actually secure the business, which is extremely helpful because specifically if you're a small merchant, you cannot really rely on a long credit history. You probably don't have a balance sheet that you can bring into life. So that is really something that is extremely new to the market, really helpful to grow businesses. And that's why I thought, and also voted for you guys, of course, that this is a real advantage versus the old systems, and also versus traditional banks. So merchant financing taken to a new dimension. You probably, I heard you have like 30 people in the team, which is great. A volume of 40 million, that's at least on your website, right? I hope this is growing very much and significant in the future, because from my point of view, a real innovation in merchant financing. Thanks very much for being here, and fully deserved being a winner in that category. Thanks.
Can I have some sound? All right, this is great. I understood it. It was amazing. Thank you. All right, so first I owe an apology to Alex, who totally didn't get the proper introduction. So Alex, other than your striptease on stage, which definitely beats anything I'm doing tonight, congratulations to the team and to your participation. We'll start now with the later stage. So how do you persevere and go through it? A lot of companies, I have had the privilege to work with about 40 financial institutions and in 8 different countries. And one of the hardest things is bringing that later scale-up stage to the next round. The interesting part about this is, how do you grow outside of Germany? And some of these companies have demonstrated traits that brought them to these places. Now that we have some music, I won't ask you to clap. So the third place is Dirk, the co-founder of FinTech Systems. Congratulations. Now we've learned our ways. Your plaque is over there. Safely distant. Up the right way. Did we take one? Great. Congratulations. All right, here's to the second place. Thank you, guys. Frogster, Max, the founder and CEO, is second place on later stage. Where is... We don't have him here? You're great. You're like clapping. It's awesome. Don't know what happened there. So now we're going to go to the very desirable first place. Oh, sorry. Nobody. Guys, let's just get... This is in German. I don't speak German, so I'm looking for the names and the clues. That's what's happening right now, okay? So, once again, he can't feel it, but maybe online he's watching it. Let's give it to the second place, Max.
Hallo, mein Name ist Christian Niemetz und ich bin VP bei Frogster.
Can hear Max.
Ein Unternehmen aus Berlin, das sich auf Fraud Prevention spezialisiert hat. Wir haben über die letzten Jahre eine einzigartige KI-Technologie entwickelt, die Online-Händlern nicht nur dabei hilft, Betrug zu verhindern, sondern gleichzeitig auch ihre Erträge steigt. Diese Technologie und deren steigende Relevanz durch das derzeitige Wachstum im Onlinehandel sind die Gründe dafür, dass wir Teil einer großartigen Auswahl von Nominierten sein dürfen, die heute Abend ausgezeichnet werden. Wir danken Ihnen, dass wir einer der 3 Finalisten für die Kategorie Later Stage sind und möchten diese Gelegenheit nutzen, um dem großartigen Frogster-Team zu danken, ohne welches wir vieles nicht erreicht hätten. Es tut mir sehr leid, dass wir heute nicht persönlich an der Verleihung teilnehmen können. Ich darf Ihnen allen noch einen schönen Abend wünschen.
Thank you, Max. That was touching. Now we get to drum roll, because there's hopefully the first place is here. Okay. All right. So for first place, drum roll, everybody. First place of the later stage. It is my pleasure to welcome 2 people, Igor and Lucas, CFO of Penta and CPO of Penta. Please welcome on stage. The microphone is just over there, and you can let us know, you have about a minute to let us know what Penta is all about.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much for the award today, to the jury and everybody who's here today. If you look at KMU banking or SME banking in the German market, you realize one thing, it's still broken. SMEs are still subject to bad products, to bad pricing, to bad customer support. And when we set up to start Penta, we said we need to do something different because SMEs in Germany, the backbone of the German economy, deserves better. And so we set out to build a product which actually changes these things, which has transparent pricing, a better product offering, access to new financial technologies and financial products, but also better customer support. And so by winning the award today, there's one thing clear. We are now motivated more than ever to kind of continue on this path and make sure that SMEs in Germany, and soon also beyond Germany, have a better banking opportunity and a better banking product which they can use on a daily basis. And if we look at the numbers so far, we are at about a 5% market share for the In-Gründung, for the in-foundation startups in Germany, which is, I think, a clear signal for our success. And we're kind of doubling down now to really make sure that we all work on one thing together, and that is bringing small and medium-sized merchants to a better economic future. Thank you.
All right, so pardon me, we're trying to do this. So now it is my pleasure to welcome our laudator, Florian Ruhl, to the stage, head of FinTech Germany, to say a few words.
Hi. Machen ist wie wollen, nur krasser. Gemessen an diesem Zitat sind die Empfänger des diesjährigen FinTech Awards in der Kategorie Later ziemlich krass. Denn sie wollten nicht nur ein Problem lösen, sondern sie haben es gemacht. Und das ziemlich gut, sonst ständen sie jetzt nicht hier. Ich war vor einiger Zeit bei einem Projekt in einer großen Bank zum Thema Kunden-Onboarding. Hier hatte die Bestandsaufnahme ergeben, dass mehr als 46 händische Prozesse für diesen Onboarding-Prozess erforderlich sind, nur für den KYC-Teil. Insofern kann ich mir gut vorstellen, dass das Gründungsteam von Penta 2016 sich gedacht haben muss, Banking, das geht besser. Aber anstatt nun nur eine bessere Welt zu wollen, haben sich die Penta-Gründer zusammengesetzt und unter dem Motto von Gründern für Gründer tatsächlich etwas gemacht. Und zwar ein Unternehmen geschaffen, welches nicht nur ziemlich gute Produkte und Dienstleistungen anbietet, sondern damit, wie wir gehört haben, auch einen Nerv am Markt zu treffen scheint. Dies zeigt sich, jetzt hier für die Kategorie Later nicht ganz unwichtig, an dem rasanten Wachstum seit der Gründung 2017 über die Integration in den FinLeap-Kosmos bis hin zur letzten Finanzierungsrunde im mehrstelligen Millionenbereich und am wichtigsten in den mehr als 20.000 Businesskunden bisher. Die Lösungen von Penta bedienen damit ein klares Bedürfnis und zeigen, dass das Versprechen von Fintech, Finance durch Technologie, auch in Deutschland gelebt würde. Penta bewegt sich damit zumindest im weiteren Sinne in dem zurzeit heißesten Segment im Fintech-Markt, nämlich Payment Innovation. Dementsprechend war die Konkurrenz dieses Jahr sehr groß. Gleichzeitig drängen immer weitere Unternehmen in diesen Markt, insbesondere aus Asien mit ihren großen Plattformen und Super-Apps. Hier liegen mit Sicherheit die Herausforderungen für euch, aber nicht nur für Penta in den nächsten Jahren. Dass Penta sich dennoch hat durchsetzen können, zeigt, wie gut die Idee, wie stark das Team und vor allem die Umsetzung, das Doing, das Machen ist. Insofern bin ich mir sicher, dass wir hier weiteres Wachstum sehen werden. Meine Damen und Herren, gratulieren Sie mit mir dem Gewinner in der Kategorie Late, Penta.
Yeah, so just a photo with your award. Perfect. The right way. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Penta. Thank you, Dr. Florian. Nectarios, take it over. I'm going to sit here.
So, ich habe nicht unbedingt gerade eine große Zahl an Tweets gesehen, nachdem ich euch gebeten habe zu tweeten. Hashtag FTGA 2020, jetzt.
You're still trying to get Twitter followers?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get them to tweet.
Ah, okay.
But they're clearly useless.
Come on. They have Twitter, right? No? Some of them? Let's see if we get trending.
So a little provocation is never hurt.
Sorry.
So, nächste Kategorie, Growth. Das sind die FinTechGermany Awards. Keiner im Raum sollte die nächsten 3 Namen noch nie gehört haben. Das sind alles etablierte Unternehmen, das sind keine Startups mehr. Das sind alles Firmen, die wachsen, die international expandieren und die richtige Erfolgsgeschichten sind und wir sind da sehr stolz drauf. Es war schwer, aber wir haben 3. Im 3. Platz bitte ich Frederik von Mambo auf die Bühne, bitte. Für den 2. Platz streiten wir uns immer, wie man es richtig ausspricht. Ich sage einfach N26. Thomas Große, Chief Banking Officer, bitte auf die Bühne. Dankeschön. So, und der Winner der Growth-Kategorie ist Raisin. Katharina. Mikrofon. 60 Sekunden.
Test? Thank you. Hi. First of all, thank you very much. We are very honored, especially in light of this competition, to have won first place. Raisin is all about savings and investments without barriers. Most of you might know us under the name Weltsparen in Germany. So we started out with offering cross-border savings products to our customers, but by now have grown a lot. So we offer not just savings, but also investment products and pension products on a pan-European scale. And since this year also in the US, have also bought a bank lately. So growing a lot, so huge kudos to the entire Raisin team for their tireless work, and big thank you to all our partners and customers for making it possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Und für die Laudatio Oliver Schwebel, Geschäftsführer Wirtschaftsförderung Frankfurt.
Ja, herzlichen Glückwunsch erstmal an die Gewinner Raisin. Es ist richtig toll, dass ich als Frankfurter einem Berliner Start-up quasi heute gratulieren kann. Aber es hat mich in der Tat sehr gefreut, weil wir hier an einem besonderen Ort sind, der viel mit Gründung und Entwicklung zu tun hat. Ich will das nur mal allen sagen, die jetzt neu hier sind. Ungefähr 300 Meter von hier hat unser Fußballclub Eintracht Frankfurt das Licht der Welt erblickt. Hier ist nämlich der Riederwald, die Hauptstadt. Und Sie haben 2013 das Licht der Welt erblickt. Und da haben Sie angefangen, den Markt zu revolutionieren. Erst war es Weltsparen, ja, also ein Produkt, was Raisin auf den Markt gebracht hat. Und dann ist das Ganze gewaltig gewachsen. Ja? Im Jahr 2017 so stark, dass Sie hier den FinTechGermany Award in der Kategorie Growth Stage gewonnen haben. Es ist nämlich ein Start-up, was mittlerweile zum 2. Mal den FinTechGermany Award bekommen hat. Und das ist wirklich besonders und da will ich jetzt mal einen richtigen Applaus haben. Also Sie haben sich nicht auf den Lorbeeren ausgeruht. Sie haben richtig weitergemacht und jetzt ist es eben die höchste Auszeichnung, die allerhöchste Kategorie. Und da muss man natürlich sagen, warum ist das so? Wir haben mittlerweile 300 Mitarbeiter hier und ich freue mich ja sehr, dass Sie eine Akquisition gemacht haben. Bad Banks hat das ja immer gezeigt, die tollen Startups waren in Berlin und dann sind sie nach Frankfurt gekommen und haben die Bank gekauft. Also, wir haben 2019 hier die MAB Bank haben sie akquiriert. Und dann sind sie weiterhin gewachsen, mittlerweile weltweit, wie gesagt, tätig, in den USA tätig, in Schweden tätig, unterschiedliche Orte. Und dann ist Goldman Sachs auf die Gedanke gekommen, auch noch bei ihnen zu investieren, mal lockere 25 Millionen. Dann ist PayPal bei ihnen investiert, einer der Investoren, ganz große Namen. Und jetzt in der letzten Phase, habe ich gelesen, sind sie ungefähr in der Bewertung bei 500 Millionen. Das ist schon mal ziemlich gigantisch. Und jetzt hoffen wir, dass es so weitergeht und auf dem Weg zum Unicorn, Raisin, herzlichen Glückwunsch, wirklich großartig und schön, dass Sie da sind.
Bleiben Sie noch kurz da.
We're gonna get, sorry. We're gonna get loud because we're foreigners, and I love just the name of this award, foreigners. It makes me feel so warm and welcome. So the third one, the third place that is winning on the category of foreigner is not going to be able to be here with us today. So this one, I did get the memo, but it's Klarna, everyone. So let's hear it. I believe we have a video of thanking for the award, so let's give it to them in spirit. All right, I think we can play.
Einen schönen guten Abend nach Frankfurt. Mein Name ist Thomas Wagner, ich bin Commercial Director bei Klarna und verantworte alle Sales-Aktivitäten von Klarna in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz. Leider musste ich für den FinTechGermany Award kurzfristig absagen, sodass ich heute Abend leider nicht persönlich bei Ihnen in Frankfurt sein kann. Wir freuen uns natürlich wahnsinnig über die Auszeichnung, die ich heute stellvertretend für das gesamte Klarna-Team virtuell entgegennehmen darf. Ich meine, der FinTechGermany Award ist eine große Wertschätzung für uns, aber auch gleichzeitig natürlich großer Ansporn, denn wir wissen alle bei Klarna, dass wir uns sowohl im Einzelhandel auf der einen Seite, aber auch in der Finanzindustrie an einem echten Wendepunkt befinden. Der Onlinehandel gewinnt immer mehr an Bedeutung und es gibt eine spürbare Veränderung im Verhalten der Verbraucherinnen und Verbraucher, da sie aktiv nach Services suchen, die einfach Komfort, Flexibilität und Kontrolle beim Bezahlen und ein insgesamt besseres Einkaufserlebnis bieten. Genau dort setzen wir bei Klarna an und werden auch zeitnah neue Produkte bekannt geben, die uns in unserer Mission unterstützen, einfach die weltweit beliebteste Art des Einkaufens zu werden. Deshalb nochmals vielen Dank und ich wünsche Ihnen einen angenehmen Abend.
Thanks for the clue. So thank you for that. The second place is Alexander von Schmeitzer, the EVP of the company SumUp. Alexander? Congratulations. Oh, he said obrigado. Touch my heart. We get a photo together. Socially distant. Thank you. Thank you, Alexander. All right, guys. Give me some. Are you like, just get up and maybe move like a little? You're like all look stiff, no? Everybody? Oh, see the striptease? Like, we got to keep it under control here. Oh, thank you, co-jury. Thank you. Jesus, Lord, it's 8 still. I know. God, am I on time? I was a little bit afraid of messing up the time. You know, I'm Brazilian. We have a different opinion about time, about how we take time to spend together, how long a dinner takes, what time you're supposed to arrive. The funny thing is that all the Germans have been late today. I had 7 interviews. They were all late. All of you. The Brazilian was there on time. It's great. So let's stop talking about me and my experience here. It's been amazing, actually, and I just wanted to stop in before I announce the first place, just to give a little bit more fun, to thank the person who brought me here today. So one of your co-juries, Michael Mellinghoff, please give him a welcome of applause. Or here's the complaint department, everybody. For anybody that I murdered the name, didn't pronounce your name, or you just don't like me, you can complain to him. But thank you so much for having me. We met last year in Minsk, and he was one of the proud people. And I think one of the things I want to say to you guys, that even being a foreign, and even about to announce the first win of a foreign, you make people feel really at home, and you're really collaborative, and I've been really amazed by the different human beings of the jury and some of your partners that I have met here in the short time I've been here. So this is my thank you to you for welcoming foreigners and celebrating their success. So let's hear it for, there you go, Conto. So country manager Philippe A. Polham, please climb on stage. You're welcome. Congratulations, you did it. The microphone is going to be right there, and you're going to give us a speech. So go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. First of all, thanks so much to the jury. It's an amazing honor to be here today on stage and get this amazing award. We started with Konto as an SME banking solution in Germany about 6 months ago. And I really want to say thanks to all the trust from the German ecosystem, startup ecosystem. It's been amazing support so far, and we couldn't have done it basically with the structure that's already in place here in Germany. And then obviously I want to thank all our customers. It's not at all the fact that they trust us with basically their support and their business and give it in the hands of a European company. That's not at all a thing that's normal. So I wanted to thank all our current customers and the customers that we hope to acquire in the near future. And then lastly, it obviously wouldn't have happened without a great team, the German team and the French team, that have supported our mission to bring SME business banking to Germany and to expand further our solution across the country. So thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Now you stay there. So now it's my pleasure to welcome somebody I met earlier. I have to say this, like most consulting firms talk a lot. Say you have to do digital transformation, build some cool PowerPoints, but don't have the mentality sometimes of really having what it takes and owning up that there's a gap. And there's a gap on which side of the river you're at. It doesn't matter anymore. You're in the process of digitalizing. And I think the pandemic has taught us this. So let me welcome to tell you a few words about our first winning prize, Mathieu Hubner, a partner of Oliver Wyman Financial Services.
Yeah, thank you very much for the kind introduction. I must say I'm really impressed. We do not only have great startup firms today here as winners on stage, we also seem to have a common theme, and this is SME financing. We started with Myos, we had Penta on stage, and now we have Konto. And I think this is clearly not coincidence, because that's a segment that the banks have just neglected for a long time, and now they discover that others have taken the opportunity. And Konto is really a well-deserved winner. It's a great company. They come from France, started in Paris, then they expanded to Italy, to Spain, and now they are in the German market, and they are clearly here to stay. They have applied for a license. They even have a German IBAN, which is also very important for mid-sized customers, and they have acquired more than 75,000 clients already. And they have a record financing of 140 million, which I think is one of the very best for a French startup. So very impressive growth story. And again, congrats to Konto.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. You'll take your prize. Philip, if I may, you're going to take your prize right behind you and take a photo with
Very important correction.
Matthias.
They are already above 100,000 clients. So another round of applause for this.
Grab your plaque. So just make sure you grab your plaque behind you. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Nectarios, take it over. The floor is yours.
Lost my mic.
Oh, I can entertain them. You don't have hair. Like, it's much easier. It doesn't get tangled. Have you guys ever put this thing on? It feels like you're Madonna, but you're really not. And it jingles. It's very uncomfortable.
Thank you.
All right, Nectarios. You got this.
So, ich warte nur, bis es
Maybe not.
eingeschaltet ist.
Go.
Thank you. Super. Das funktioniert ja alles mit deutscher Präzision. Das ist fantastisch. Habe ich ja versprochen. So, das waren die 5 Kategorien, wo wir 3 Positionen hatten. Wir haben jetzt noch die 3 Sonderpreise. Aber bevor wir uns über die Sonderpreise unterhalten, haben wir noch einen kleinen Moment, wo wir gerne den Sebastian Schäfer von Tech-Quartier auf die Bühne bitten möchten, der ein paar Worte dazu sagen möchte, warum wir heute nicht im Tech-Quartier sind. Up to you.
Up to me? Okay, then in English. It's a pleasure to be here. And it's needless to say that we would have loved to host the event at TechQuartier at the fair. But I think it's not so much about the location, right? It's much more about giving a stage to all these cool founders, great ideas and innovations, and let them shine, right? And it doesn't matter where it is. The most important thing is that it happens, right? And the next thing is that we can use such events to build meaningful relationships. I think that is so important. And after the last 6 months, I think it's well deserved that we come together and can talk again. And I think it's really the time for all the innovative solutions, all the fintechs to really present their ideas, because there is really this sense of urgency in the market that we need more digital solutions, we need new solutions. And that's why we at TechQuartier, of course, very interested in seeing what's happening on the market. Maybe for those who don't know TechQuartier too well, we do rent out office space, but at the core we really match and provide business opportunities. And I want to share like 2 opportunities that might be interesting. And some of you are already engaged. The one is our joint initiative with many stakeholders from the financial services industry, which is called the Financial Big Data Cluster. A big project that tries to create a data sharing platform cross organizations. This is one thing. And the other thing is for all data companies that are working on machine learning AI solutions, maybe our current Bundesbank challenge might be something where you, for all the winners with now all the reputation and the flow, might want to participate and help the German Central Bank to solve their problems. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the evening chat with you, and thanks a lot to the organizers, to everybody involved to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, Sebastian. Maybe I should say this in English, but with everybody speaking English on the German stage, I'm feeling redundant. So next year, we'll be back to one presenter in English.
Guys, give him some love. Come on. I don't know, what do you do in German? No, are you sure?
Wir hatten uns vorhin so ein bisschen darüber unterhalten, wie das Ganze vor 5, 6 Jahren ausgesehen hat. Und als wir Startup Bootcamp angefangen haben, 2014, dann wollten wir garantiert nicht nach Frankfurt kommen, weil es gab hier nichts. Es gab keine Szene, es gab keine Community. Und Community hat erst angefangen, als TechQuartier aufgemacht hat. Also was du nicht gesagt hast, war, ihr seid Coworking, ihr macht Matching, aber ihr seid Community und das ist halt super wichtig. Cool. Jetzt haben wir noch 3 Sonderpreise. Bei den Sonderpreisen gibt es die Kategorie und nur einen Gewinner. Und die nächste Kategorie ist InsurTech. Ich muss normalerweise den Gewinner ansagen, aber unser Laudator hat mir das vorweggenommen. Der ist heute nicht da, der hat ein kleines Video aufgezeichnet. Jeez. Und können wir bitte das Video abspielen? Oh. Ja. Ihr habt das alle nicht gesehen, ne?
I feel so much better now.
Ich finde es schön, dass trotz Corona es mit der Veranstaltung heute Abend klappt, muss jedoch meine Laudatio von zu Hause halten. Ich habe hier technisches Behilfsmittel und ich hoffe, es funktioniert, man kann mich hören und auch, dass es mit der Übertragung klappt. Wir sind als Allianz in diesem Jahr zum ersten Mal mit dabei und es freut uns insbesondere, den Sonderpreis in der Kategorie InsurTech zu überreichen. Noch vor Corona gab es in der InsurTech-Branche ungeahnte Höhenflüge, ja einen echten Boom. Und mich freut, dass insbesondere auch bei den Startups die aktuelle Situation zwar deutlich spürbar ist, aber durchaus auch gemeistert überwunden werden kann. Es zeigt sich, dass Versicherungsgeschäftsmodelle durchaus auch eine Resilienz entwickeln können. Der Bedarf nach Absicherung ist noch stärker digital gefragt. Und so freut es mich, hier einen Gewinner zu präsentieren, der sich das von Beginn an zum Ziel gemacht hat. Versicherung, die Spaß machen soll, Versicherung, die jeder versteht und dafür nicht der Aktenordner benötigt wird, um herauszufinden, ob was abgesichert ist. Und vor allem durch das digitale Kundenerlebnis überzeugt. Die Spannung steigt, Jetzt dürfen gedanklich gerne alle mitraten. Das Startup, um das es geht, wurde 2015 gegründet, entwickelte sich 2017, 2018 vom digitalen Versicherungsmakler zum Assekurateur. Anfang 2018 ging mit der Haftpflicht das erste eigene Produkt an den Start. 2019 wurde das Produktportfolio auf 6 Produkte erweitert und mit dem Lead-Investor Early Bird kam es zu einer Series A Finanzierung in Höhe von 15 Millionen Euro. Dieses Jahr 2020, trotz Brexit in den britischen Markt expandiert, im Februar eine BaFin-Versicherungslizenz beantragt, seit Mai mit neuem frischen Markenauftritt und inmitten der Corona-Pandemie weitere 25 Mitarbeiter eingestellt, alle im Homeoffice ongeboardet, auf 110 Mitarbeiter komplett gewachsen. Ich bitte den CEO Christian Wiens auf die Bühne, der zusammen mit dem CTO Markus Simon als Gründer wohl damals eher durch einen Zufall in der Rhein-Neckar-Region auf einem Gründertreffen sich kennengelernt haben, wo Christian Wiens der Einzige war, der da dem Aufruf gefolgt war und dann an dem Gründertreffen teilgenommen hat. Lieber Christian, die Geschichte überlasse ich gerne dir, sie heute Abend weiter zu erzählen. Gratulation zum Gewinn, ihr dürft euch den Preis nehmen. Vielen Dank aber auch an alle anderen Insurtechs, die sich beworben haben. Weiterhin viel Erfolg an alle Insurtech-Startups. Viele Grüße aus Stuttgart im Namen der Allianz. Feiert schön.
Christian.
Much. No, thank you very much. What I need to say is that, of course, as an insurance company, as an insurtech, in kind of the fintech ecosystem, we always feel a little bit like the little sister or little brother, like the different animal, the black sheep, however you want to call it. But I'm not taking it personal. I think that insurtechs have proven that it's a big market, big business model. I never really understood why they were mixed up initially. But again, thank you very much for this award. And to briefly give you some kind of update about GetSafe and what we do, we are in Germany actually the most sold but also most loved, and that's more important, insurance company by millennials, means by young people between 20 and 35. And we are also live, as the auditor just said, in the UK now. And perhaps an interesting fact, European millennials in this decade will buy 1 billion new insurance policies, people that never had insurance before, and they of course expect a mobile-first experience, a lot of flexibility, but not just that, also another language, another brand, diversity, and everything. I think we're really made and built for this generation of customers. And so, yeah, again, thanks also to all these customers that support us today, and the whole team that is in Heidelberg, again, also an underdog city, and in London where we have small office now. So thank you to all of you and enjoy the evening.
Halt, Christian. Mit deinem Award.
I got the award.
Ja. Kriegst du es hin? Halt nicht hin. Mach das zusammen.
All right, my turn to take it over. Who here knows what blockchain is? Raise your hands. Okay. All right, a few people in the room. All right, you're all really timid, or nobody has been reading the news, hiding under a rock? No? The thing that interests me about blockchain as a data scientist is this entire buzz around, well, the technology, I've heard this from many clients before, is a technology looking for a problem. A lot of bankers like using that sentence when blockchain first came out. And it was a debate about, will blockchain be the database that saves the world? Is blockchain going to be the new internet? And I think we've started to see raise, like any other interesting applicable technology, a lot of questions that surround much bigger problems in society and much bigger systems. And one of them is as simple as language and jargon. When I think about blockchain, the first thing I think about is a buzzword, and one that people love to put around a startup, and we've all seen what happened when this hit the ICO market. Pretty scary. And I've personally have a lot of friends in this space that have actually suffered from this, of being discredited, of not having a voice in the marketplace, or having easily confused what the technology's really future is supposed to be about. So this category is really interesting. If you don't know this company, I suggest you to look it up. I was really curious when I started reading about. There's only one prize, guys. You gotta do it for me. Like, it has to happen. Cashlink. So it's my pleasure to welcome Lars Olsen to the video. I believe I have a video again. No video. He's here. Okay, please come up stage. Yay! I will give you some space so you can tell these amazing people why you're amazing. Why do you deserve this award? There is a mic just to your right. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much for the prize. It's very an honor for us to be here on stage today. Like you said, blockchain, I think it's totally evolved from the wild beginnings to now getting really serious. We're in a big transformation from capital markets 1.0 to capital markets 2.0. It will completely change the financial system we know right now. We at CashLink, we are providing an end-to-end software as a service solution for asset tokenization and the tokenization of securities. So we're providing our clients all the needed technology to work with digital securities. Our clients are mainly banks and investment platforms that save up to 65% in costs by using blockchain technology instead of the old rails, and by providing their clients a wider range of asset classes, and to target more investors even cross borders. The asset classes we see, which are now issued by real traditional financial companies, range from digitized company shares up to tokenized bonds for real estates or alternative asset classes. We are pioneering this space. We have tokenized the first profit participation right in Germany last year, and this year the first DAX stock as a certificate. We have a lot of firsts in the market right now. We're very excited to be part of it and to drive this innovation and to move, to fundamentally change the old financial system and move to a new one. Last but not least, we want to say thank you, and a big thank you to all our clients, to all our partners, and especially to our whole team, and to our investors who support us along the way, and to our team who always gives the best. So thank you very much, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, Lars. Before I move on to an incredible lady that I met earlier today, I didn't introduce you. What's your name?
My name is Dorette.
Okay, is there anything you want to add?
That's not Lars.
All right, that is not Lars either. Okay, guys, this is a whole charade. I just didn't want to leave the girl not with a seat on the table. So let's give them both a round of applause. So I had read about her before I got here, and this is part of like my girl crush situation. I'm a bit of a LinkedIn stalker when it comes to powerful, brilliant women, particularly like the ones with PhDs, tend to remind me why I endured 7 years of hell. This one, you might know, she happened to stumble upon blockchain based on pure curiosity. And she had the humility of telling me this. As a person who has practiced law and is a partner at DWF, she is Nina Stedler. And she is brilliant and has a lot of opinions when it comes to what will be the future of blockchain for Germany. So welcome, our laudator, I believe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You've earned it.
Okay, so your name is Michael. Congratulations. And me as director of INATBA, the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, I'm specifically proud to see you as one of our founding members here on stage winning this award. That's great. And I cannot even claim that I have anything to do with that, because due to that link, I couldn't vote in your case. I had to abstain. So I'm really proud that the remaining jury put you up on stage tonight. You proved to be very brave to pivot on your journey up to this stage, right? You started in 2016 with a peer-to-peer cash transfer solution, CashLink, that's where the name comes from, right? And in 2018 you dropped it. And that must have been painful. You had invested basically 2 years, time, funds, to move on to a new idea, which was the tokenization platform. Originally, as I understand, focusing on equity tokenization and then moving on to the more debt side security tokens, which I guess the legal side has something to do with, because that's what's actually working here in Germany. So congratulations for coming there. And that's exactly what's needed for being a good entrepreneur, right? Being brave enough also to give up at some point and then stand up and do something different. That is not really an ability that is very common here in Germany, where CVs typically are very straightforward and taking no turns, right? And I would really wish that you could share that ability with the wider society, specifically here in Germany, and to make us more brave, to embrace innovation and change more and don't, regulate it away. So that is really something that you could bring into our country. Congratulations. Yeah, so there's something that comes to my mind. Somebody just said last week to me from Asia, saying, looking at Germany from Asia is like visiting a museum. Let's turn that, right? Let's not administer the past, let's create the future. Great to have you here. You're part of the future.
Thank you so much, Nina, and the team at CashLink for just, thank you.
So, wir sind schon am letzten Preis angekommen. Die Kategorie für den letzten Preis ist eine recht interessante. Wer hier im Raum ist Banker, arbeitet irgendwo im Banking, Consulting, Finanzbereich? Okay. Wie viele von euch haben schon mal den Begriff AI benutzt? Okay. Ich werde jetzt nicht fragen, wie viele von euch eigentlich verstehen, was das bedeutet. AI ist so ein Buzzword, wie Blockchain vor ein paar Jahren war und all die ganzen anderen schönen Sachen, die wir ständig hören. Das Interessante für uns in der Jury war, die verschiedenen Startups, die wir in der Kategorie gesehen haben, wie unterschiedlich die waren und die Perspektive, die sie einsetzen, um eine Lösung für das Finanzsystem zu finden. Der Gewinner dieser Kategorie ist Hoke AI und ich würde gerne Tobias, den CEO, auf die Bühne bitten. 60 Sekunden.
Super, hallo. Guten Abend. Erstmal vielen Dank. Vielen Dank an die Jury. Das meint richtig viel für uns. Wir sind seit 2,5 Jahren unterwegs und wirklich sehr, sehr stolz, hier diesen Preis zu gewinnen. Zweitens vielleicht auch nochmal Danke an das Team, auch mein Co-Founder Wolfgang Berger für die harte Arbeit der letzten 2,5 Jahre. Wir sehen einfach, dass die Recognition zunehmend jetzt deutlicher wird, auch im deutschen Markt, auch international. Drittens natürlich unsere Investoren. Vielen Dank an alle Angels, die uns unterstützt haben auf der Reise. Ohne das wäre nichts dergleichen möglich gewesen. I think I'm going to switch into English just to talk about a little bit about the business. So what do we do? Our topic is anti-money laundering. So this is about avoiding crime. We help financial institutions, fintechs, payment institutions, banks to get transaction monitoring right for the first time. It's broken. There's really only two things that we deliver. The first one is efficiency. So we help to avoid manual efforts. We help to sort of waste manual labor on very stupid interaction with systems by applying machine learning. And the more sexy thing really, and the more interesting one of the business is the second application. We avoid crime by basically identifying suspicion much earlier by using artificial intelligence one more time in many, many cases also in an overarching fashion by looking at data pools across banks. That's something that hasn't been done before. It's something that regulation is going to be asking more and more about. And we're happy to be in the place that we're in. We're hoping to make a difference. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Oliver. So, und für die Laudatio bitte den Philipp Sandner, den Leitner von der Frankfurter School of Blockchain Centers.
Tschüss. Ich muss doch noch loben. Bitte kurz eine Sekunde da bleiben. Danke für die Worte. Ich freue mich sehr, kurz noch zu loben. Ich selber war ja auch 10 Jahre in München an der LMU, an der TU, überall. War eine tolle Zeit, deswegen freue ich mich persönlich, dass aus München noch Startups da sind. Es ist ein kleinerer Fintech-Standort in Deutschland auf alle Fälle. Ansonsten herzlichen Glückwunsch auf alle Fälle von meiner Seite. Eigentlich sage ich 1000 Mal am Tag das Wort Blockchain und Bitcoin, aber ich stehe jetzt hier auch eben als Mitarbeiter von der Frankfurt School of Finance. Wir haben auch ein AI-Lab, ein AI-Lab. Wir haben sogar den Master for Data Science, jetzt gibt es sogar noch den Bachelor for Data Science, weil wir sehen, dass der normale BWLer, so wie wahrscheinlich 50% hier in dem Raum, inklusive mir, ausgebildet wurden mit vielen Matrizen und BCG, V-Folien und so weiter. Das wird keinen Bestand haben. Die ganze BWL wird Richtung Wirtschaftsinformatik gehen, Richtung AI, Richtung Blockchain. Das ganze BWL-Studium, wie man es mir beigebracht hat, würde, wenn man das in 10 Jahren begänne, direkt in die Arbeitslosigkeit führen. Man braucht IT, man braucht Wirtschaftsinformatik, deswegen sieht man das hier. Ich glaube, ihr habt eine sehr, sehr, sehr gute Zukunft vor euch, und zwar aus einem Grund. Auf eurer Internetseite fehlt noch der Begriff Blockchain. Das meine ich vollen Ernstes, weil wenn ihr das, was ihr jetzt schon habt, anwendet auf das, was jetzt langsam kommt, der Euro auf Blockchain, Transaktionen auf Blockchain-Basis, dann sind genau diese Methoden gefragt. Wahrscheinlich wird es so sein, wenn ihr das Wort Blockchain auf eure Internetseite drauffügt, dann verzehnfacht sich die Bewertung sofort. Und ich meine das wirklich allen Ernstes, weil es gibt hochrangige Gespräche dieser Tage zwischen der Bundesbank, Finanzministerium, EZB, diversen Banken und so weiter, wo wirklich intensiv darüber nachgedacht wird, wie kriege ich den Euro auf eine Blockchain-Basis. Und wenn das mal gelungen ist, dann seid ihr schon da und könnt quasi genau das analysieren. Schon heute ist es so, dass das Projekt Tether auf Blockchain-Basis 56 Milliarden Dollar pro Tag bewegt. Das sind aufs Jahr hochgerechnet 20 Billionen. Und natürlich wird da auch der ein oder andere Geldwäscher dabei sein. Das heißt, es gibt extrem viel zu tun. Deswegen ganz großen Respekt. Ich habe auf Ihre Internetseite geschaut. Ihr sucht natürlich auch viele neue Mitarbeiter. Ich werde es unseren Studenten sagen. Und deswegen, ich hoffe nur, wenn ich das so sagen darf, dass ihr nicht aufgekauft werdet von Amerikanern, sondern dass ihr hier bei uns bleibt und vielleicht früher oder später ein IPO wagt an einer europäischen Börse. Mal schauen. Glückwunsch auf alle Fälle.
Which stage do you want?
Sorry?
Should we just be in the
Let's
middle?
go to our
I've got
stage.
the-
This
our
is our
stage. Our stage. Okay.
We got used to this one now.
Okay. Cool. You feeling left out in the blue one over there? It did turn to English. Quite love it.
This is the farewell bit.
I would like
so-
it to turn to Portuguese because I hate when you guys think I'm American. You should see your faces. It's great when people meet me in here. They're like, "You're American? No, Brazilian. Oh, hi. How's it going?" Yeah. It's a little awkward.
So,
how
This
was
was it?
today?
it was fun. I hope it was fun.
Was that a little fun? Did you have a little fun?
Such a natural response.
Yeah, that was
Not
a natural
forced at
response.
all.
It
Not
was
forced at all.
forced by
So
you.
I'll leave it
That's
to
okay.
you to say some nice things.
We can chat about it. I think one of the biggest things that really struck me from the moment that I decided in Minsk last year before chaos broke loose when I met Michael to come here before the pandemic was the passion, was the desire and humility to understand where you stood and clarity and brains and talent and a lot of just hard work to get where you want to go. And I think a lot of the startups here, I was privileged enough to read their story and hear a little bit more about them than what we got chance and trying to jam pack this evening and give you an opportunity to celebrate your country. I think I'm not a nationalist by no mean. I'm a citizen of the world. I think that's how I got introduced. But I think it's really cool and interesting for you to have these caliber of partners, traditional banks like Metzler, that has been a private bank for years, really being here and having a conversation with people that are doing blockchain or doing AI. It's really, really important and valuable. So I hope you take this for whatever it's worth, that this is what makes an ecosystem thrive. There's nothing particularly as a foreign, other than perhaps geographical proximity, that makes London fundamentally a better suited place to be the place of fintech in the planet. They might think they own the planet, but they do not. I come from a country much bigger, and they think it's all like one continent over there. So let's change this. Let's put fintech on the path and the horizon. Let's make the rest of the world think of Germany when it thinks of fintech, think of Germany when it thinks of blockchain. As a Brazilian with some background in Germany by my great-grandfather, I have pride to be here and sort of watch this spirit and watch people of intense caliber. So I hope you enjoy the evening. I appreciate you for switching the language so I can actually understand, and hopefully the people watching out there have had a great time of learning a little bit more about the hard work you've been putting into this country. So I think that's what I would leave you with, Nectarios. I don't know if you want to add anything. This is your second year as the MC. You had to share with me.
Well, sharing was hard, but that's for later.
Okay.
No, it's been wonderful, and I have to say this as a part-time Frankfurter. I've lived here for 7 years, even though I ran away in 1996.
You back.
It's amazing to see how something that was very small and very fragile 5 years ago is this big kick-ass event.
During COVID.
During COVID.
Like safely. That's congrats to the organizing team. Like, they have been working very hard, guys. The sound people have been here since like God knows what time.
The other thing, though, is the quality. I mean, the guys talked about this earlier, but you've seen the winners. You've seen the range we had to choose from. And for somebody who's been doing this for a really long time, it's just amazing to see that there's quality coming out of Germany, which kind of makes my German heart beat a little bit faster. The Greek heart is still more relaxed, but that's a different story. This is it. We're done. There's one more thing left, which is to hand over now to Hubertus, who is the big boss of everything at Deutsche Börse. Börsenzeitung. Jesus, that was my old employer.
I was like, I'm so glad it wasn't me.
You guys got to stay. You guys got to stay. We won't let you go.
We will
Thank you,
stay
Nectarius.
here.
Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you, Robertus.
Wow. Please, Nectarius, you got to stay. You're not gonna go.
Okay.
You're not gonna go. Wow, meine Damen und Herren. Was für ein Abend, was für Preise, was für ein tolles Wiederzusammensehen. Ich möchte jetzt Sie auf die Zielgerade bringen. Es sind noch ein paar Meter zu machen. Und für diese letzten Meter, damit Sie das nachher auch richtig alles schaffen, habe ich ein bisschen Housekeeping zu tun. Nummer 1, nach mir gibt es noch eine Überraschung. Die Wundertüte des Abends. Danach bitte ich alle Preisträger, hier nochmal auf die Bühne zu kommen, mit den Laudatoren. Dann wird noch ein Gruppenbild gemacht, aber Abstand halten, ganz wichtig. Und während die Preisträger hier oben mit Abstand fotografiert werden, dürfen alle anderen rausgehen, da gibt es was zu essen. Aber, ganz wichtig,
Abstand.
Zurückhalten, zurückkommen, an den Tisch setzen und am Tisch essen und Abstand halten. Das sind die ganz wichtigen Spielregeln, an die wir uns halten müssen. Wir waren als Frankfurt Main Finance die erste Organisation, die nach dem Covid die erste Veranstaltung wieder gemacht hat, im Juni unseren Summit. Und wir sind stolz darauf, dass wir gemeinsam mit unseren Partnern, Börsenzeitungen und Techfluence, das heute wieder hingekriegt haben. Aber alles das wäre nicht möglich gewesen ohne die Sponsoren. Und wenn ich jetzt die Sponsorennamen alle vorlese, bitte ich um ein richtig kräftiges Applaus für all die Sponsoren. Metzler, Allianz, Ernst & Young, Fred, Linklaters, Oliver Wyman, Startbase, TQ, WieBank und die Wirtschaftsförderung. Danke euch, ihr seid super, dass ihr uns unterstützt habt. Und jetzt wisst auch ihr, and now Bianca, you know why you had to stay back.
I have no idea.
Because
like no clue.
We'd like to say a very big thank you.
We get
You see the two with the flowers. Thank you to Bianca and Nectarios.
Thank you. That's beautiful. I feel like I'm about to get. Should we? You got the nice one.
Yeah. You've got the nice one.
Yeah.
And that's great partners. Jens Zinke of Börsenzeitung, Michael Mellinghoff of
This is
TechFluence.
beautiful.
Thank you guys.
Hang on.
And not to forget Andreas Klenzel, the man in the background. Where is he? My partner from Frankfurt Main Finance. Here he is. Hey. Well, when we all, you see that over there in the signboard. You see between Börsenzeitung and TechFluence, you see Frankfurt Main Finance right in the middle. We're connected. When we started that whole idea of the FinTechGermany Award with these partners, it was meant to be a German award. It was not meant to be a Frankfurt ecosystem. It helped tremendously to create the Frankfurt ecosystem. But with this, now that award is going to start traveling. It's going to start traveling throughout Germany, and it doesn't come to a big surprise for people who know how clever a certain area in German is known. They're very clever at taking opportunities, coming up with great solutions. So I would like to welcome on the floor Mr. Dr. Völker from Stuttgart Financial. Warm welcome to you. That's where it's going.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hubertus, for the flowers.
We welcome you to the FinTechGermany Award in Stuttgart.
Hubertus, thank you for the flowers. Even the southerner likes the flowers and being happy and being awarded. So we are the big winner of this evening, one of the big winners of this evening. Stuttgart will be the big winner of this evening. I have learned 4 things tonight, what you need to have a good award. I will take this back. First thing is you need a Stuttgart moderator. Second thing is you need a Brazilian moderator. Third thing, Alex, somebody who goes on stage and takes off the shirt. That's the most important thing, and certainly beautiful and wonderful and very brave entrepreneurs, all of you who are here in this stage, and I would love to see you next year in Stuttgart. By the way, who knows where Stuttgart is? Who has ever been to Stuttgart? So next year you have the big chance to come to us and see this big city. We can do a lot, and we can especially party. That's important. And I'm very happy to have the FinTechGermany Award 2021. We are proud to take it over from you. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Thanks for being here.